It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Huskies and the Nighthawks on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Nighthawks of Paris. With my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Paris team as it gets ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Powering his way forward. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Catching a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. 3rd straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. This to the tight end, Kincaid. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Nighthawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's good to make it 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. 3rd down here. When you look at this defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Gabriel Davis, touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Nighthawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. going to fake it. And this is caught on the left flank. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category.
Here we go.
We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Garoppolo on first down. Open man, that's Renfro. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here we go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Cook. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Here we go. Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try the middle with Cook. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And again, it's Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. He's still on his feet. And touchdown! Gabriel Davis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Nighthawks continue to pull away here this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Garoppolo now. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Okay, Brandon,
So
we'll
we've
get back
come
to you
to
and Charles in
halftime
a
after
bit,
a
but first
very
it's time for a
one-sided
trip
beginning
around
to this
the NFL,
one. As
following
we
in
send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bears trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
On the return, Deontay Hardy.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. With Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all
Still
assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. It's a turnover on down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, I should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Allen going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. That's caught. Touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Nighthawks extend their lead yet again. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Open man right side, Myers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not look.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. And running with power here.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, Cook. Dancing away at the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Nighthawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point.
Delay of game.
And this is going to be a delay of game.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach.
Still first
Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on first down.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
Hey, come on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Huskies 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
We can't have that.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Are you serious, dog?
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
and they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Paris,
it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.